Well, welcome back again. It's the pre-game. It's another pre-game. It's another match where Charlton Athletic are coming to the EKRAS. This one really has a lot on it. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I got to say, big hello to TJ, Charlton Athletic fan who's travelling up on the train. Enjoy the show. Really enjoy the show. We found out about you getting on the train, so we got this ready so you can watch it and enjoy the train ride. Lots of Charlton fans will be on the train coming up. So enjoy the show. There's plenty for Charlton to look at, listen at, and get on with. So, TJ, Charlton Athletic, nice to hear from you. Good on you. Chris, got an email coming up from Chris right now. Let's get straight into the email from Chris. Chris writes in, I reckon realistically we will probably get 11 points from the next 6 matches. Now, that's 5 matches ago, this being match number 6, okay? 3 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss. Chris is only 1 win away from being right. Not great, but an improvement on our last 9, he says. Just saying, for the record, Chris Cavlin. Will be interesting to look back after we see. Now, I said we're going to get 8 points out of those matches. Let's see what happens. If I get the win, I'll be right. Hey, and if Chris gets the win, he'll be right. But if I lose, I'll be wrong. And if he loses, he'll be wrong. So let's see what happens. But yes, 8 points out of the last 6 matches. I say 11 points, Chris says. So there you go. So there's the email coming in from Chris. Thanks, Chris. Keep enjoying the show. TJ, keep enjoying the ride on the train. Don't be late for the train, matey. Get on that train. Now, coming in, it's the big pre-game. Nathan Jones has got Charlton Athletic in majestic form, sitting 6th in the table. He is squeezing every last bit of juice out of this team, even with Godden injured. Matty Godden not available, injured with the knee, coming back eventually. But I tell you what, Nathan Jones is squeezing every bit of juice he possibly can out of this squad. They didn't dive into the transfer market crazily. No. And out of all 3 clubs that have come up from League One last year, they're doing better than all 3. Yeah, higher than Birmingham and higher than Wrexham. So Nathan Jones, we're going to be talking about Nathan and a lot of other things as we get into it. But I'll tell you what, we're into the pre-game, the pre-match. Represent your club. Put a comment down below. And remember, the watch-along's coming as well. You don't want to miss that. It's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. Hell of a lot of fun. So represent your club all throughout this. Listen to what gets chatted about. Disagree with it. Agree with it. Bring your own points. Bring your own feeling. I'll tell you what. Represent your club, Addicts fans, Red Dragons fans, and get on the paper. Chat line. Get in the chat. Get it going. Now, before we go anywhere, club news, and I'm going to be kind. I'm going to be very kind. We're going to talk about Charlton first. I'm talking Nathan Jones, okay? Nathan Jones, listen up, Wrexham fans. Nathan Jones says, and this is talking about Charlton Athletic, Nathan said, we want to create a winning environment. Well, I'll tell you what, based on a massive defensive structure, it looks like they are, because I tell you, they're not coming to put wizardry around your back line. They're coming with a strong defence and slowly to methodically go through the match and get the points. And they're doing very well so far, yeah? Let's face it, in 6, we'll hear a lot more about it. Also, let's give a shout out to Connor Coventry. Yes, he's getting a nomination. He's getting picked up by the Republic of Ireland squad this time around. So, hey, big Coventry, big Connor, get in there and have some fun. Also, we've got to say, if you have anything to add to the show, all you got to do, hit that email, fifascup@gmail.com. Hit that anytime, and I'll be in touch with you. Listen, you email me, it comes to me straight away. I'll get in touch with you straight away. So, 14th at home, taking on 6. You got to say, Charlton fans, you got to be happy with this season. Wrexham fans are happy too. There's been a few people discouraged early on in, but they're slowly turning the corner and realising that the Championship is a mighty level. But kudos to Charlton Athletic, leading the way from the 3 League One teams coming up from last year. Great stuff, great stuff. Nathan and the guys are doing great. We're going to be talking Charlton players, Wrexham, don't worry. We'll tell you who their danger men are. Wrexham. We'll talk about our danger men, so Charlton fans know who our danger men are coming into this one. But I've got to tell you, international call-ups. Get into the news first of all. Kiefer Moore is getting called up, and is Nathan Broadhead getting called up for the Welsh national team in this international window. Also, Issa Kapori, Burkina Faso, he's getting called up as well. And Liberato Kakache as well, getting called up to the New Zealand national team. Put it this way, Would you like to have a piece of the field, a piece of the pitch, a piece of the turf? Not the boozer. Sorry, Wayne, not yours. We're not trying to buy in. But do you remember when the field was taken out so that we could relay that state of the art pitch that we've got now? Yeah? Okay. Well, the pitch before, you got to say a lot of history went down on that pitch. And they're cubing it up, yeah? Take a look at the picture. You're getting what I get. Remember, as I see a picture, you see it. I'm going to show you another one here pretty soon as well. But when you see the picture, I see the picture. But yeah, they're divvying up the pitch. Get on the website at Wrexham and find out more about it. They took it away from Wrexham to get this all done. Believe it or not, I'm not going to give anything away. Go to the website at Wrexham, read it. It's a great read. It really is. And it will open up your eyes to what they actually did with the field, not the pitch, because when it's taken out, it's not a pitch anymore. But it will really open your eyes as to what they did to the grass, where they took it, and what happened next. And if you want a piece of it, you can buy some. Get on the website at Wrexham and check it out. Really check it out. Now, let's take a look at the matches coming in. Big matches. Like I say, you see what I see. There's the matches ahead of you. Friday, as we get to the weekend, you know that Watford and Bristol City will have done business. Both teams going in slightly different directions. Bristol dropping a couple recently. Let's hope they can turn that around. Blackburn Rovers, Derby County, Hull City Portsmouth, Millwall, Preston North End, Borough taking on Birmingham. Tough game for Birmingham. Tough game for Borough. Are Borough slipping? They're no longer second. Stoke City are hanging in there. It's amazing, yeah? 18th, Stoke City last year. Sitting second right now. Amazing. Middlesbrough, Birmingham, like I say. Norwich City got a point last week. Leicester City just above Wrexham by one place. Yeah. What's happened to Leicester? Norwich, can they get a win at home? It seems impossible. Going over to Southampton, things turning the corner. Will still fired. The Duracell is gone. Sheffield Wednesday coming in. Sheffield Wednesday, it's not going to be good. Not going to be good. It's not going to be good. It's Sheffield Wednesday. It's not going to be good. Talking about Stoke City, Coventry, I tell you, there's a match. First taking second. Woo. Does Coventry drop another one? Lose against Wrexham 2 matches ago. Are they going to drop a match at Stoke? I've got a feeling that's going to be a real top match. Swansea taking on Ipswich. That could go either way. West Bromwich Albion, Oxford, Wrexham, Charlton, as we're going to be talking about, and Sheffield United taking on Queen's Park Rangers. Meaty games, wouldn't you say? And remember, lest we forget, those soldiers who fell, sacrificed and protected us. Please remember. You see that? You see that? You see that there? There's a story to all three. And if you're Charlton, if you're Greenwich, you better know what that badge is. You better know what that badge is. Telling you now. I served. And in that box is a story at the end of this show. I'm going to open up and show you some silverware. Yes. 3 generations of silverware. I'll show you. Boom. But anyway, if you're from Greenwich area, you better know what that badge is. You should. Anyhow, moving along. Take a look at the table. We're going to start at the bottom first. Sheffield Wednesday, Sheffield United and Norwich is your bottom 3. Oxford just on the outside. And as for that, Wrexham sitting 14th. I tell you, it's good to be 14th and it's good to be 9 points away from danger. Looking at the top 6, I tell you, Coventry, I really feel are going to be the team to stop this year. They will have a few times where the wheels look they're going to wobble, but I'm sure they're going to carry on through. Frank Lampard has got something going there. Stoke City is the surprise of the year so far. 18th last year, look at them now. 2nd, and they look like they want to stay there. 8 wins on the season. Amazing. Stoke City turning it around. Let's see what happens. Middlesbrough in 3rd, not in 2nd anymore. Reality check, maybe? Preston doing exceptionally well. Millwall, I tell you, Millwall's doing amazing. And Charlton right there in 6th. Addicts fans, how are you feeling about that? And how are you feeling how you got there? You haven't really blown the net off. 16 goals all season, yeah, 11 against. So you haven't blown it off. But defensive strength, my friends, I tell you, you've got defensive strength. So organised, so tough, and sacrificing the body. Yes, I've done the video. I've watched your games. Very impressive. It's going to be a real matchup. Might just be the 1 goal here. You never know. But we'll get to that pretty soon. But yes, the table is as it is. Now, another interesting thing I'd like to get into is the head-to-head. The head-to-head for this one is, I tell you, take a look at the pictures. Started 2nd of September 1969. Charlton 0, Wrexham 2. That was in the League Cup, the very first match. So Wrexham win the very first cup match. You're talking about league match. Well, that ends a draw. That's back at the EK Ras. That was March 1973. As you can see, it's a 2-2 draw. And then the final match wasn't that long ago, was it, eh? And that was an amazing match. I remember last year, lots of Charlton fans in here. And I tell you what, Charlton fans, get in the watch-along, get in here, represent your club, because last year you guys were great. There was a few oil cans in there, but you know what? You're always going to get one or two. But get in here. You did great last year, and we're doing the same for you again. Coming up to the last match of last year. And keep looking at the picture there, because there's a lot of history going on between the Addicts and the Red Dragons over the years. And right now, 26th of April, 2025, Wrexham, Charlton Athletic, 3-0. I remember that game. Do you? And obviously, overall, the head-to-head, 8 wins for Wrexham, 6 draws and 3 losses, and the last win was for Wrexham. So not only is Wrexham bragging it from the last match with bragging rights, but they've also done better overall in the longevity of things. So maybe in the next couple of decades, Charlton has the upper hand. But yeah, there's your head-to-head. There is your head-to-head. Now, when it's talking about the betting odds, it's really tight. Look at Wrexham. Not good odds, 5-4. The bookies are not offering much at all. Now take a look at Charlton, 11-5. Ridiculously bad odds. They're saying that the incoming team or incoming juggernaut looks like they're going to get something here. And then the draw, that's a simple 9-4. So there you go, 9-4. Remember, like I say all the time, if you want to get in here, that's the email. Tap that email. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Remember that. Remember that. If you got something for the show, you want to add something, got an idea, put it on there. I'll look at it. I'll be in touch with you. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. So do it. And remember, please like, subscribe, join the family. Let's grow. And we're not monetized. I do not do this for coin. No. No dineros, senor. And remember, the live watch along. Get in there 30 minutes before we do the pre-game again. A little bit different, more live, more from the chat. And the chat is fantastic. Get in that chat. You liven it up. You make the show every week. People in the camera, am I lying? You know I'm telling you the truth. You know I'm telling you the truth. Absolutely, absolutely. Now let's take a look on Wrexham. I think you Charlton fans really need to see this, right? Okay, I'm going to go real straight. 14 matches in, okay? Last five. 2 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss, 5-4, 5 against, 0 on the GD, 53.33%. Keep listening to the percentages I'm going to throw out to you, but that is Phil Parkinson and Wrexham over the last 5. 53.33%. That's home and away. That's not bad. That's more than survival. That's way more than survival. Now, danger, men from Wrexham. Listen up, Addicts fans. Kiefer Moore, 7 goals in the Championship, 2 in the EFL, 9 on the total. 9 on the total. 9 is Wrexham's top scorer. Remember that one? Josh Windass, Badass Windass, Calamity Jane, she says. He's got 4 Championship goals. Lewis O'Brien, 3 goals. Nathan Broadhead, 2 goals in the Championship, 2 goals in the EFL Cup, 4 total. But he hasn't found form just yet, although he's still going to the Welsh national squad for the next international window. And that is Liechtenstein and North Macedonia. And I tell you, a couple of wins could be very fruitful for the Welsh national team. Not saying anything, not jinxing nothing. Just saying I'm hoping. So Brody, 2-2, has 4. Sam Smith, George Dobson and Ryan Longman all have just 1 goal in the Championship for a total of 19. Now, talking about goalkeeper Arthur Okonkwo, listen up, Addicts fans, like I tell you, last match, Arthur Okonkwo pulled off a string of saves that were literally top draw saves, quasi, borderline, world-class performance. There was a barrage from Portsmouth on the Wrexham net for at least 40 minutes in the second half. They just didn't give up. There was blocks. The passing lanes was blocks. There was pushing. There was shoving. There was spitting. There was kicking. There was all sorts of absolute last-minute defending going down to stop that ball getting anywhere near the goal. And when it did go through the defence, Arthur Okonkwo pulled off some major heroics. I'm telling you, you haven't seen many goalkeepers do what he did in the last couple of years in a match at all. 1 big save is big enough, but this guy pulled off, in my estimations, 5 top draw game savers. It was incredible. 2 shutouts in the last 5 as well. Remember that. Remember that. Now, talking stats, straight stats for Wrexham, guys. Here we go. Record on the season, 4-6-4, 18 points. 1.29 points per game. 14th in the championship. Riding hell. Riding well. Not going bad at all. Started rough, finding feet. 2 times this season, Wrexham's gone 4 undefeated. And if you look right now, they're looking like they should be in for a win if you go by the stats. Stats will tell you a lot. But it's a 3-win situation. Win, draw, and now it would be a win over Charlton. But if 14th in the championship, very respectable. I always say 15th is a good number. Home record, 2 wins, 3 draws, 2 losses for 9 points. Away form, 2 wins, 3 draws, 2 losses for 9 points. I've not lost my marbles. It's exactly the same home and away. It doesn't matter where they play. And I'll tell you another trick, Charlton fans. We haven't put 2 or 3 great performances back to back. We're still yet to do that. This might be a time where we do put a performance in. Just saying. Goals on the season, 19 scored, 1.36 per game. Goals against, 1.36 per game for 19 goals against. Absolutely even Stevens. Unbelievable. So that's what I'm saying with Wrexham so far. We're going to get to Charlton straight after this. Looking at the prediction. Well, there you go. If Charlton come in and bring a top game, they could run away with all 3 points and win up with 1-0 on the road. It's a possibility. Great defensive record so far. Very stingy. Yeah. They've only scored more than 2 goals 3 times this season. So 1 goal is like right down the alley. And with a great defensive performance, that could be it. A good defensive performance is definitely coming. Guarantee yourself that, Wrexham fans. Also, looking at the 1-1, that would be a great result for both teams. No doubt about it. Should Wrexham bounce from Portsmouth and bring a top performance, then yes, the 2-1 certainly could happen. But it won't be easy, either of them scores, and you've got to say, more focus on the draw perhaps. But 1-goal game is all I see. I don't see the blowout of 3-0 that happened last time around for Charlton at the EKRAS last season. I just don't see it. I really don't see it. I don't. Talking now on Charlton's season, I tell you, great season so far. It's literally 1 loss. I tell you, 1 loss in the last 10. And that was 4th of October against Preston North End, and that was a 2-0 loss on the road. So they do lose on the road. And they've lost twice on the road. They lost 3-1 to Queen's Park Rangers earlier in the season too. The only other loss, a 1-0 home loss to Leicester City. So they've done very nicely, thank you. They haven't been blown out. The 3-1 was the biggest of the season, but they have not been blown out, and they are in every match right until the end. Definitely one of the toughest defences to break down in this league. If not, I'd say probably the best. So figure that out. Nathan Jones has really got him going. Wrexham fans, this is what I'm saying here. These are the guys we have to worry about. And before we do, I've harped on about the defensive prowess of Charlton Athletic this time around. And I haven't said too much about the forward line, have I? When we go through this, you're going to find out right now, because the forwards have not been firing for Charlton at all this season. Matty Godden's injured with a knee injury, coming back soon. When he does come back, it's debatable what the minutes are. 34-year-old, will he sign again next year? Quite possibly. But let him get back first. He's not there. But the guys that do the damage, starting from the top of the list, top of the list. Sonny Carey, 14 matches in, 5 from the bench, 5 goals. None in the EFL Cup, 5 total, is the top scorer for Charlton Athletic. 5. Kiefer Moore, 9 for Wrexham. Big difference, yeah? Big difference. Wrexham scored 19, Charlton scored 16. Carrying on. Macaulay Gillespie, 7 matches, 4 from the bench, 2 goals. James Bree, 8 games, 2 from the bench, 2 goals. Championship. He's championship standard on loan. James Bree, remember that name. Charlie Kelman, very, very disappointing. 10 matches, 3 from the bench, 1 goal. Isaac Ola Ofi, also very disappointing. And check this out, 1 star, 11 from the bench, 1 goal. Harry Nibbs, 1 from the bench, 1 start, 12 from the bench, 1 goal as well. And then you've got to say Reece Burke, Rob Apter, Miles Leaburn, Luke Berry, all with 1 goal apiece. Not terrible, But if the forwards would get their game going and get their game, Charlton would be slightly higher than they are. They would have scored more, but that defence, that's their secret. That's their secret. That's what's making this team roll this year, is a great defence. Let's see what happens. Record on the season, 6 wins, 5 draws, 3 losses. Decent, 23 points. 1.64 points per game, 6th in the championship. They really are doing bloody great. If you're an Addicts fan, you've got to be so happy with this season. You're probably thinking, when's it going to end, or is it going to go bad? I don't think it's going to go bad. I think what you're going to see is a continuation of this, and you're going to probably fight to get into the playoffs, maybe 5 or 6 at the end of the season. But I tell you what, don't discourage yourselves. Be happy with where you are. Enjoy the train ride. Enjoy the car ride. Hey, and enjoy the match when you get up here. Don't forget, Watch Along is live when we get there. But doing good, man. Doing good. Home record, keep listening. This will interest you. Home record, 4 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss. 14 points. 14 points. Away record, 2 wins, 3 draws, 2 losses for 9 points. The identical record of Wrexham home and away. So when you look at the road form for Charlton of 2-3-2 and Wrexham's home form of 2-3-2, and both having the same kind of goal average home and away, this is very, very evenly matched, wouldn't you say? I would say so too. 2-3-2 on the road. Goals 16 on the season. That's 1.14 per game. Wrexham's 1.36 per game, and goals against 0.79. Stingy as you wouldn't believe. Don't give much away, I tell you. Nasty, nasty, stingy people. Stingy, stingy. So, talking Nathan Jones, he's doing a phenomenal job. He is doing a phenomenal job. Always looks a little serious, but you know what? He is serious, and he's trying to create that winning environment. And I got to say, he's trying to create possibly what Phil Parkinson has already created at Wrexham. Take it which way you like. Wrexham's come from a different direction than Charlton over the last 5 years. If you know your football, you know exactly what I mean by that. Absolutely. But Nathan Jones, 52. He's been with Charlton since the 4th of February 2024. His records since then at Charlton, off the board, 89 matches, 43 wins, 26 draws, only 20 losses. That's not bad. 20 losses in 89, not so bad. If that were 100 matches with 20 losses, still damn good. It would be a 20% loss ratio, which is not great, but it's not bad. In 2025-2026, I'm going to compare Nathan and Phil alongside each other so you can see what both clubs have for a manager and what coaches have done this season, respectively for either club. Now, taking a look at Nathan Jones this season, 14 matches, 6 wins, 5 draws, 3 losses, 42.85 winning percent ratio. Pretty damn good. 42%. Call it 43 if you will, Phil Parkinson, 14 matches, 4 wins, 6 draws, 4 losses for 28.57%. 28.57% as opposed to Nathan's 42, possibly close to 43%. Big difference. So you can see what Nathan has done this season compared to a great coach of ours. And normally, Parky's numbers are in the high 50s right now. 59% roughly is where you're going to find Phil Parkinson's. Parky's numbers are pretty high. But for the last 14 games, we are not in the 58s or the 59%. We're in the 28% winning record. Okay? So that gives a lot of beef to the younger man. Nathan Jones, 52. Phil Parkinson, 57. Yeah. Remember, post-match analysis as well, after the big watch-along, and get in the watch-along. Literally, get in the watch-along and enjoy it. On the match itself, I got to tell you, I don't see an easy kick around for either team. I think Wrexham exhausted looking midweek. I tell you what, they better turn up fresher, otherwise it's going to be a bad day. As a couple of us people have seen Wrexham play some rough games this season, we need to bounce back from what was a rough game midweek. The passing was off. We couldn't connect. We had no link-up play. We were literally stuck in our own half. And for 45 minutes, Portsmouth put us under the cosh. Literally, we couldn't lift our heads. And if it wasn't for Mr. AO, Arthur Okonkwo, we definitely would have got battered 2-3-0. I don't want to see another game like that, but it could turn into that if we don't turn up. We've got to turn up. Got to show respect to Charlton. Not too much respect, but show respect that these guys have got a wall that's going to be tough to get around, i.e. that defence. And it's not just two lines parking the bus. No, sir. These guys want to play themselves out, get down the field, as well as defend. They don't want to be stuck in their half. You'll see Charlton trying to fight themselves out of dodge when we are surrounding and buzzing around their box. They don't like that pressure, but they deal with it very well. Like I say, this season, they've become a really tough team to break down defensively. Hence, they're in 6th. And you don't get to 6th in the Championship just per chance. I see a real match. It could be a 1-0. Or it could be the 1-1. At most, the 2-1. And definitely a draw would appease both teams. A draw for either team here would send Charlton home happy, and also Wrexham fans as well. A draw here would be a good result for both. Remember, there's a long way to go in this season. But hey, two teams in form. We'll see which one vanquers on the day and takes out the other side. But two teams in form. Get ready for it, guys. It's going to be very, 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 very interesting. And remember, you Charlton fans, get in the chat. Get in the chat. Represent your team. Join us in the watch-along, and you'll have a great time. We always do. And I remember so many fans from other teams coming into the chat over the years. But it's also very nice when you get an email from TJ, Charlton Athletic Football Club, who's riding up on a train, that he wants to see another pre-game, like we did last year, just like this, for the game. Guys, get me back on the watch-along. Come back to the watch-along. Have a good time with it. But for now, be safe. Let's get ready for Charlton coming to the EK RAS. All I got to do is say, it's Wrexham. It's Charlton. It's the famous EK RAS. Let's have it. Cheers, everybody.